I am Kathryn Santos, an MBA student of Ateneo Graduate School of Business, and I'll be discussing the concept synthesis and local application of managing personal relations with direct and personal marketing and personal selling. Imagine a world without marketing. A world where, regardless of how many times you interacted with a company, no matter how frequently you set preferences and shared data about yourself, you weren't treated like an individual. You were never even remembered. For some companies who don't care about creating relationships with their customers, this is the reality they deliver to the people every day. There's no brand connection, no thanks for your business or incentive to shop again. Customers, in return, look elsewhere for better service. But of course, this isn't us. We want to offer our customers a unique, data-driven, individualized brand experience that delivers incredible solutions and simply make life better. And for this video, we will briefly walk you through different marketing communications, which are the following: direct marketing, database marketing, and personal selling. And we will do concept synthesis along the way and provide examples and practices of some local companies. Direct marketing consists of any marketing that relies on direct communication or distribution to individual consumers rather than through a third party such as mass media. Some examples of direct marketing are mail, emails, social media, and texting campaigns that are among the delivery systems that are commonly used. Are you curious about how life before direct marketing automation was? Before, getting the data was hard. Companies had to rely on some data in person to get the target audience list and then upload them in small batches. It is very time-consuming and inefficient process. And marketing automation systems are set up to have the data at your fingertips and to make it easy to select your target audience so that you don't have to rely on any other team and there's nothing manual about it. It's just there. And as marketers, our goal is to deliver the right message at the right time to the right customer using the right marketing channel to drive response and action. And then marketing automation helps enable this by delivering targeted messages based on behaviors and information that you know about your target audience over time, easily in an automated fashion. Using direct marketing allows you to target specific groups of customers with tailored messages. And by taking the time to research and identify the customers who are most likely to need or want your products and services, you can focus your marketing efforts where they have the highest chance of achieving results. However, direct marketing also has disadvantages. Some people find direct marketing annoying and intrusive. If people find your marketing mail annoying, then it can create a negative brand association. One example of a local company that uses direct marketing is SM. SM uses Viber for Business program of one of the most used mobile application, which is Viber. It allows SM and other big companies send promotions and notifications to its customers who are using the Viber app. This important channel of communication improves the marketing strategy of these companies. It is cheaper than traditional SMS and allows companies to do more with the message itself. As the pandemic continues to hit brands hard, leading chat app like Viber is playing a vital role in delivering new contactless customer experiences, not just in the Philippines, but also for the rest of the world. Cebu Pacific's success can be attributed not just to its low price strategy and loyal customers. So why do you think value pricing is not just about lowering prices of its products? Cebu Pacific was ranked the third largest low-cost airline in Asia. Their attribute is not only by lowering the price of the fare, but also they view the entire marketing mix. Cebu Pacific understands the need of their customer and how they value their customer in terms of services that they offer. They provide online reservation, which is one of the examples for value for customer for their convenient matter. They also provide promotions, which is very strategic to attract more customers to book their flights on their airline company. They use the technology like social media, Twitter, and others. When it comes to publicity, Cebu Pacific is very innovative and creative, which they attract customers here in the Philippines or abroad. But the most effective and greatly affects the success of Cebu Pacific is their commitment of their staff to provide the highest quality standard to their customer in business. Database marketing has evolved to become quite pervasive. This is because of the emergence of database technology and continuous improvements it undergoes. It is also known as CRM or Customer Relationship Management. That technique involves the use of business database for marketing by harvesting and analyzing customer data to deliver targeted marketing campaigns. Let's get to know the database history. So human beings began to store information very long ago. In the ancient times, elaborate database systems were developed by government offices, libraries, hospitals, and business organizations. And some of the basic principles of these systems are still being used today. Computerized database started in the 1960s when the use of computers became a more cost-effective option for private organizations. During mid-1990s, the advent of the Internet led to exponential growth of the database industry. And today, databases are everywhere and are used to enhance our day-to-day life, from personal cloud storage to predicting the weather. Many of the services we utilize today are possible because of the databases. Database marketing has improved customer relations. In service and selling situations, database marketing is quite useful in enhancing the quality of relationships with customers. For instance, salespeople monitor purchasing activities and make notes from sales activities and prospecting. This helps in improved customer relationships and add-on sales potential. From the service standpoint, the company employees can better serve individual customers when they have data on the customer's history. The main challenge, however, is that it restricts a lot of businesses from fully engaging in database marketing, because database marketing is associated with increase in costs. You should note that database marketing needs major infrastructure development, and some businesses purchase all software and hardware required to store, analyze, and collect customer data. The other third-party providers use web portals or software to get customer data. This involves ongoing licensing costs and software purchases. Shangri-La hotels use methods that target more qualified customers. If a customer visited a Shangri-La website or made a reservation online, Google Marketing Platform captured every bit of valuable data and even synced in with their CRM. This helped ensure that there was no data loss in audience mapping across platforms, allowing seamless search display to video marketing. And the main aim of database marketing is that it allows the companies like Shangri-La to utilize business intelligence to make sound decisions about who are the top customers. This is known as marketing segmentation and involves getting accurate, relevant, and targeted messages across. Personal selling is where businesses use people, or what we call the sales force, to sell the product after meeting face-to-face with the customer. The sellers promote the product through their attitude, appearance, and specialist product knowledge. They aim to inform and encourage the customer to buy or at least try the product. Personal selling provides a detailed explanation or demonstration of the product. This capability is especially desirable for complex or new goods and services. Selling is a process that can be learned. Experts have spelled out the steps of the selling process. Shown in this figure, and professional salespeople use them all the time. These steps are as follows. The first step is prospecting and qualifying. So to start the process, the salesperson looks for sales prospects, those companies and people who are most likely to buy the seller's offerings. The next step is to approach the customers. After identifying a prospect, the salesperson explains the reason for wanting an appointment and sets a specific date and time. At the same time, the salesperson tries to build interest in the coming meeting. The third step is presenting and demonstrating the product. The presentation and demonstration can be fully automated, completely unstructured, or somewhere in between. In a fully automated presentation, the salesperson shows a movie or slides or makes a PowerPoint presentation and then answers questions and takes any orders. The next step is handling objections. Almost every sales presentation, structured or unstructured, meets with some objection. Rarely does a customer say, "I'll buy it," right away, without asking questions or voicing concerns. The next step is closing the sale. After all the objections have been dealt with, it's time to close the sale. Even experienced salespeople sometimes find this part of the sales process awkward. Perhaps the easiest way to close a sale is to ask for it. The last step is following up on the sale. The salesperson's job isn't over when the sale is made. In fact, the sale is just the start. The salesperson must write up the order properly and turn it in promptly. This part of the job may be easy for many consumer products, but for business-to-business products or services, it may be more complex. Personal selling or use of Salesforce has a lot of benefits to the company. One of these is to locate prospects and develop them into loyal customers. The downside is that it requires high salary, commissions, and travel costs. The influence of Unilab's sales and marketing team is far-reaching, as they drive the development and execution of relevant marketing communication strategies and sales promotion programs, which ultimately increase customer awareness about Unilab products. Their functions range from analyzing marketing information and explore opportunities and potential areas for business growth, to track industry trends and recommend the best sales solutions. This team is in charge of implementing sales plans in accordance with the organization's objectives, resources, and strengths. Moreover, they develop programs which enable Unilab to secure competitive advantage in the market. This allows them to be chief contributors in the development of Unilab's business across various channels. During the COVID-19 pandemic, many companies are finding a variety of ways to communicate with their customers. Organizations may use tele-detailing or telemarketing through email, social media, or other third-party functions for video conferencing. Communication could be verbal, written, and electronic, such as texts, emails, telephone calls, teleconferencing, voicemails, and handwritten notes. So what are the essential elements to consider during this pandemic? First one is the importance of context, content, and tone. Have you ever sent an email that was meant to be funny only to have the recipient misunderstood and respond in an unexpected way? Imagine a customer misinterpreting a message, passing it along broadly and particularly in today's sensitive environment, have the message misinterpreted, and then results in a negative impact on the organization. That's why spending extra time to read and reread written messages before they are sent can help avoid miscommunication. You also have to know your audience. While crafting both external and internal communications, it is important to consider the audience. Are you targeting the appropriate audience with this message? If the communication is focused on a certain segment of your audience, are you using the appropriate message and providing the right amount of content for this audience? If you are communicating with a healthcare professional, patient, caregiver, regulatory professional, investor, or another employee, is the communication being sent to the correct person? If using email, ensure the communication is being sent to the appropriate person. Did you type in the wrong address? Did your email autofill the wrong name? If you have multiple email accounts, confirm it is being sent from the correct account. This is particularly important if you're using a mobile device that may allow you to send emails for both your work and work email accounts. The last one is communicating responsibly, which is everyone's job. We have to ensure that corporate communications are sent responsibly and applies to anyone and everyone within the company. It does not matter who you are and what your role may be. Companies should not only consider what is being said within commercial and marketing communications. Ending this video with a quote: think like a wise man, but communicate in the language of the people. Thank you all for watching.